Well, good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good Tuesday out there. Just taking a first look at our satellite and radar currently. Mainly dry out there and partly cloudy conditions, with just some very light northerly winds coming into the area, but we are starting to see a few showers popping up. We got some that are just on the other side of the Mississippi River, closer to the Vicksburg area, already starting to form, and another one in the Mid-County and farther down to our southeast in the Pine Belt as well. So when it comes to today and specifically this afternoon, we still have that stationary front that's in the northern end of the Gulf, closer to our coastline. So our southern counties definitely have the best chance of seeing more of those showers develop. However, the farther north you look, there's really not as good a coverage when it comes to the next several days, because that stationary front is just going to keep on hanging out right there. So live look over at the metro area, you can, specifically Pearl right now, you can see it looks like a little bit of a darker cloud starting to form here that could maybe drop some rain, but we'll keep on looking out for that. Temperatures right now have gone up into those upper 80s, 88 degrees, and the dew point a little bit higher than expected for today. Right now around 72, so more humidity, feels like 95 currently, but we still have those northerly winds coming in at around 7 miles per hour. Temperatures today going to rise up into the upper 80s, lower 90s, so just a tad bit below average. Mostly sunny conditions, but we could see a few more of those storms start to develop by the time we get into, let's say, this evening. Overnight lows going to be dropping down into the lower 70s, and maybe some patchy fog as you're waking up for tomorrow morning as well, but just another nice start when it comes to your Wednesday morning, and temperatures fairly close to our average again. Take a look at the rain chances. They're going to be staying lower and just slightly varying from around a 20 to 30% chance for the rest of this work week going into this weekend. So tracking it out, right around 1 p.m., we could see a few more of those isolated showers and storms really starting to develop. You could see mainly for our southern counties already by that time, and that's all because of that stationary front. We keep on going throughout the rest of that afternoon into the early evening. We could see a few more that are closer to the metro area, but then again, you could see farther down to the southwest, let's say close to the Natchez area going into Louisiana, better storm development there, and we could see just a few lingering showers into around closer to the midnight hours. Then we get to here for Wednesday morning, and a nice start here. We get to the afternoon, and that's where we're going to see the possibility of more isolated showers and maybe a thunderstorm or two developing right around our Wednesday afternoon and still affecting us into the evening hours. But by those evening hours, it looks like most of the storms are really forming closer to that coastline again, especially farther down into our southern counties. Then by your Wednesday night around 11 p.m., we dry up. We'll have another dry start when it comes to your Thursday morning. So taking a look at the rainfall forecast for the next 7, you can see right along the stationary front, really the best rain chances through the next several days. But you can see farther out to the northeast and out to our east specifically, so let's say closer to that Georgia coastline, South Carolina, North Carolina, a lot of rain is going to be happening for them, and it's actually due to a tropical system, but we'll talk about that in just a few seconds. So just take a closer look at the Magnolia State. No surprise, closer to the Pine Belt area, that's where you can expect about a half an inch to an inch, and the farther north you go, even less amounts in just about a half an inch. So taking a look, we had Tropical Storm Dexter formed, and right now still just a tropical storm, and that's what it's most likely going to stay as. And luckily, we're not expecting any effects when it comes to the U.S. coastline. So this system will keep on pushing its way to the northeast, and by the time we get to your Saturday, let's say around 7 a.m., that's when it's becoming a subtropical system and just going to keep on weakening. Now taking a look at a few other areas, we have this one that's right off that east coast, like I just showed you, where we have the best, or really just some heavier downpours coming for that Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina coastline, and it's all due to a low pressure system here. Yesterday, it was about a 30% chance of development through the next 7 days, but now it's at a 40% chance. So the nice thing about for us, we have that stationary front, so most likely this system won't have any impacts for Mississippi. And taking a look at another area, we had a tropical wave that came off, let's say, the western coast of Africa. It's moving its way into the Atlantic, and it's going into more favorable conditions. So it already has that 50% chance of development through the next 7 days. This is a system we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on as we keep on progressing, but luckily we have plenty of time to watch this, and of course we'll keep on updating all of y'all and giving you the latest updates for that. So recapping your 8-day forecast. For the rest of this work week, morning lows starting off in the lower 70s. High temperatures will keep on slowly climbing up, and by the time we get to your Sunday, that's when we should be closer to those mid-90s. But the one thing that's going to stay consistent is those rain chances. They're just going to keep on varying from around a 20 to 30% chance. So I hope everybody has a good rest of your day and has a good work week as well.